Ashley Valley, and he's the best man going, my stepdad. When he spoke, you listen, he's well respected. Well respected, man. I couldn't go to his funeral. I felt like I killed him, man. I felt like I killed my mum, but they always wanted to go out with a bang, and they were best friends. They were old school. They don't go out, he's throwing up. Let him do it, that's what you get with greedy and drugs. He'll be alright, man.
He's alright?
It's good crack.
Okay.
I have it every day. I don't sell myself, I graft like a man. I go on graft soon, go on robberies. I'm up for an armed robbery on the 18th, so I'm going nowhere. Just a fall in love, I'm going nowhere for the first time ever. First time ever I had an orgasm. You know, yeah, because I've been abused, it stopped me from liking sex.
What's your name?
Victoria Leanne Hashmi. It's actually Victoria Yasmin Leanne Hashmi. Hashmi, it's Karachi. Afghanistan, Karachi.
Can you tell me a little bit about your childhood, you growing up?
Yeah, well, basically it was, I'm 41. I was born,
41?
Yeah, I'm
born good for 41.
Thank you. Thank you. And back then, my mum was a traveller family.
Traveller family?
Yeah, I come from Limerick in the 70s.
70s.
You know, so you got to think she married a fucking darkie.
Yeah.
Back then it was still Irish and blacks not allowed.
They're not allowed, yeah.
In England, Packies especially, you know, it's like Packies. My dad was hard man though. Like at Patan, he was.
Patan.
They called him Mally the Alley Cat. Anyway, he beat my mum, he thought it was normal.
Wow, he beat him?
He beat him, raped her, he abused her, he thought that was normal. I think, I'm not excusing it, but in that culture, it's like, it's all they know.
So that culture...
Especially Gully,
yeah.
which is white.
Yeah.
My mum was not a slagging by no means, she was a cool woman. She was actually a debt collector. I go off on things, there's so much to talk about.
Take your time. Did you go to school?
I went to school, but I had it hard as a kid. I didn't have friends. I'm very spiritual.
Yeah.
I'm left-handed. I see the dead. I always have. And no one wants to be friends with me because I was always a very strange child. I had nits all the time. We travelled with no carpets. Mum and Dad were smackheads. By this time, smack had just come in, and it was no one knew that.
What year was that?
I'd say that was 89.
89, yeah.
I'd say roughly 89.
I wasn't even born. Yeah, I was born in 91.
Yeah. So you got to imagine having 3 outcast kids. My dad, who was well respected man, sets on my mum with 3 packy kids. And I'm clinging to my mum all the time because
that must be very hard for
I got beat, and my mum gets out and fight, beat all the time. And the only way I never got told I love you. The only way I got to show love of my mum, she was an Irish woman, was by winning a fight with someone who was hard. And she'd be like, that's my kiddo. I feel good.
Yeah.
She was like, if you don't come back and you haven't fucked her up, I'll fuck you up. I'll be 6. And my mum, she's 12. You know, but I did it because she was watching me. I couldn't let down. The worst thing that she knows about is people are scared of me in this town. Because when I did my 4 years, there's a top dog girl called Reva, a black girl. And they put a nonce woman on our wing. Yeah, and I had a feeling, she was an old woman. Didn't look like the typical what you think were. But I tried to charge it, paedophiles, so they stepped the stairs in style, metal stairs. And I beat the fuck out of her, and I broke her hip in that. And the top said I was tight, and that she was going to fuck me up on it. So I said, well, you're a nonce then for thinking I'm tight for killing her, for doing that to a nonce. Yeah. She went, I'll make you mine, bitch. I said, not before I make you mine. She comes to my pad, tried to rape me, and I raped her.
She's trying to rape you?
In front with all the gang, yes, I raped her, I had to do it, I did it to her, and I got such a secure unit. I always get respect everywhere, but it's not out of being liked.
Yeah,
you know, you probably know me more, Will knows me, but no one knows me, no one knew me apart from mum and dad. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
There's good and bad in everyone, and just because you've had a bad life, people usually the worst do come from good lives.
So, a female trying to rape you in prison?
Yeah. And you know the screws said the black Irish had a big black dildo.
Yeah.
I've seen my sister have one in her handbag to work, but I didn't think they were real. And that was because I disrespected her. I hadn't asked her permission for one. I don't fucking answer to no one, but my mum and dad. You know, it brought me up. I fuck you, nah man. But it makes me feel sick when I think about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not now. But I had to do it. It was kill or be killed.
Yeah.
And my dad said, you know what my mum said to me? I'm more embarrassed if you do so much jail than my other daughter being a brass, at least she got paid for her time. right? And my dad's done a lot of jail, mum's never has. And I could see the point in a way, but I can't really. I think he's not selling my soul. My dad, you never sold your soul, Victor.
Wow.
You know
So after school, what did you do?
Basically, my real dad, I went and I moved when I was 15 to Skegness, said I was 18, lived on the streets for 2 weeks, looked in the loot and got a job in a flower factory.
Yeah.
And then I blagged the landlord for a bed sit and said I'd pay the bond off weekly. And I worked all the time and I started selling pills in the Lewis, the local nightclub.
Yeah.
I stayed there for a year and got dragged back. What happened was, there was something happened in the flat, like spiritual.
Yeah.
It was haunting, it was bad, and I seen my granddad's shadow. My granddad's still alive, so I was thinking, that can't be my granddad, he's not dead. Then I get a phone call saying, next day your granddad died.
The next day?
Yeah, and he died 2 days before that, he just couldn't get hold of me.
Wow.
So I went back for his funeral and I never went back there because I thought that thing would be there for me. Because I've had a lot of bad. Because I'm a pure soul. I'm not saying I've done evil things. But I'm not an evil person. As I'm a pure soul, I attract darkness. I've been told this off a lot of people. But I'm born again Christian.
Born again Christian.
I don't tell them this. I leave some things unsaid with them because it's not godly to them. It's not in the Bible to be like be able. I don't call myself as clairvoyant. I've had a woman stood behind someone telling me to tell him, you know, how many kids have got, what their names are, what. I have had that.
Have you got any sibling?
I've got a twin brother, I've got an older sister, and I've got 2 half sisters and 1 half brother. 4 brother. Oh, let me think. My dad's other family treated better. So I don't even really
you
give
don't know
them
the
relevance because they look down at me. So I've got, there's 7 of us, including Richard, 8. I've got a twin brother though and a sister that, the twin brother they saw me for being on drugs. Ultimately thought that was a wicked girl. That was selling her soul and robbing old people, they don't like to get tired with. And my sister, she's always been jealous of me. And I think that's because she's a bit loose.
Yeah.
She's not a nice person actually. Because I get on better with people. I'm placid more, I think. And she's bitter, but she's had an hard life. And it's unfortunately made her bitter.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, I class them as my siblings.
Your sibling, yeah.
Yeah, I miss them. I seen them at mum's funeral, but I got...
Do you have a relationship with them?
No, it's just me. Now my mum and dad's gone, they're always my people.
Yeah.
I've got the house, but it keeps getting attacked. Danny Hanson's smashing windows and that, robbing me and stuff, yeah. I was just giving out drugs, you know, like just for company, friendship. Yeah. I'm not into sex. Yeah. So I didn't want that, and I told them straight away, that's not what you're getting. But I want friendship and friendship. And I was buying them with drugs, and then when I got it, they were trying to bully me. I'm not the type of person to bully. No. I won't be run out of my own house. But I don't want to go. I'm going back to jail anyway, so I was doing it the wrong time, really. Yeah. But,
what age did you start taking drugs?
Well. So my mum gave me my first crack pipe when I was 13.
What?
Yeah, I bribed her though.
Your mother?
Yeah, I bribed her and she said, I come out of the car, we got took off when we were about 9. I come out of the car, I found her in a flat called smoking crack with all her friends, and I said, I'm playing Barbie dolls that morning. And I said, Mum, you better give me one of them and I'll see what it feels like, or I'll just go to Karen's and I'll say it's for you because I've got social services money. Mum, you better do, I want to try it. I'm always curious about drugs, which is probably why I was going to turn out I am. Yeah. If you think you can handle this little girl, handle this, and if you can't, I'll fuck you up. You're embarrassing me. She put the biggest pipe on her back then, you gotta imagine.
Yeah. What age was that? 8 years old?
No, 13.
13?
13.
Wow.
Well, she thought I wouldn't be sick and not like it. And unfortunately, it did the opposite. I was jumping up going, Mum, all the badness is gone, it's like I'm flying. And she burst out crying. I was actually a heroin baby.
Was you?
Yes, but she was more of a speed freak, amphetamine head. You know, she was a wig casino goer, my dad was as well. You know, Northern Soul. I love to dance to that, I'm a good dancer. And like back in the days when my mum was growing up, everyone had Valium in the bathroom cupboards, all the grandmas. Yeah. It was normal. And Purple Hearts, my granddad used to give him a mum when she was 8, which was speed tablets, back in the 60s, you know. to stay up with stables to groom the horses, and that. So my mum, it was normal. It's all been normal for drugs in our family.
Normal.
So it's sport. It was not normal, but it's our normal, you know.
Yeah.
So I tried heroin though. Heroin it wasn't till I was 27.
27.
I nearly did when I was 16, just before I left Skegness. I went to stay at mum's and she left smack next to me with the file and that, and I don't know why, she must have been off red. And I wouldn't been able to run it now thinking of it anywhere, because it's hard to do.
Yeah.
But...
That's, wow.
Yeah.
Did your mum ever try to prevent you to taking drugs?
She tried to put me in church rehab. This was a couple of years ago. They started saying, "No, you can't do it with us," after I've been doing it with them so long. And I was like, fuck you. I'm one of us. We saw the Three Musketeers. All for what, one for all, you know.
So it was 3 of you?
Yeah, me and my mum and stepdad. Yeah. You know, they were good times.
Yeah.
They were good times, man. But the only thing that I was resentful for a long time, and it's only up until my mum died that it went, that resentment, because you don't know what you got to gone with. I blame my mum for my drug use for a long, long time, and we fought like mother and daughter shouldn't have fought. She was chasing me bats and that. This is in the 60s, the week before she died. The day she died, we didn't speak. Last word she said to me was, she chased him, we went back, she started ripping me off.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't want to fight him, I don't want to fight him. And I just thought, bang her just to push her away. So I banged her. And it knocked, and she come see at me, so I headbutted her twice, and she fell. I put her foot in the throat, and I said, I want to fight him, Mum. I'm younger and I'm faster.
Yeah.
And she went, this is going to happen every time we see each other, you cunt. I went, come on, we'll go have a pipe. And she wouldn't speak to me, she was seething. I had a pipe, give her a pipe. The face, I don't want to do the face. It was like she'd seen something evil. And that's what scares me. I don't think she's gone somewhere godly. But then again, I've thought about it, and I think, well, maybe she's thinking, how can I leave my Victoria? You know, she's just gone through this with her dad and someone got me. Shit, no, not now. I think it's that.
She passed away in front of you?
Yeah, this was October the 3rd last year.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man, but she went out as she wanted to, and she's with my dad now. But it's just me now, I've got with her. I fell in love with her. Cheese saying that. I'm not a cheese girl. It's madness, but you know, after storms, I was a rainbow.
Earlier, you mentioned about your granddad.
Yeah, basically, my aunties and chachas, uncles. My granddad was loaded, and he always had rent boys. I call them rent boys. I was over into it. And they sent me to his house once. Said, go and dress me up. Only 5. Go and ask Granny for the £5. And he chased me at the front room saying, let me play with you for £5. And I got passed around through us and his friends. And he said he'd give me a lot of money, which was £10. Back then was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he'd send me back the money. And I won't go, and I was sending it in, but I'd get battered. And they'd try and send my sister, so I went. And I was the youngest. But instead of, I was the strongest, so
yeah.
The only gives you what you can handle. It would have hurt me more them going through what I went through. Me knowing that they have. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did you tell anyone when that happened?
My stepdad, no. They knew though.
They knew?
Yeah, it was my auntie knew. We never spoke about it. She actually had to stitch me up, and she was half black because my nan had an affair with a black man. So she got used as like a slave. So me and her were like best friends. She was only like 13. She's older than me, but she helped me, and she just cried, and it's happened to her. But he said to me, I said, why? Once, and he said, just because you're goody, you're no good at being more white, because I look more white than you. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
When he died, I felt so confused, because my mum and dad had a party, so I knew they knew. My dad just sat at the end of my bed, I must have looked different and that, and I looked at a picture of myself, and you can see it, I felt sorry for that girl. Because you can see like doing headlights compared to quite strong character me. Don't break down. Because in my family it's classed as a sign of weakness.
Weakness.
Yeah, it isn't, I know. It isn't. I don't know.
How do you deal with that trauma?
Drugs.
That trauma.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. The drugs are helping you to.
Crack cocaine numbs it. And I've been doing that non-stop for a year now. Like before that, it didn't have a grip on me. Since my mum died, and the first time I picked up a pipe, it was next day. After that, you can imagine every time I pick up a pipe and do it, I have to push out my head.
Wow.
But it's like, yeah, it haunts me. It's like I feel like I'm not good enough for like Will, even because I can't. Like today I was sort of depressed because it's just been my mum's anniversary on Sunday.
Yeah.
And no, it's not Sunday. The Sunday before, sorry. And it's my daughter's tomorrow. But it's that 2 week stigma, you know. I don't know if that's right, but it's sounding bad to me. It leaves me heavy. I don't want to get out of bed. And like, I'm dead straightforward, and I think if I know my worth. My dad taught me that. My stepdad is my dad.
Yeah.
He taught me worth. He taught me. You know, you used to meet him. He started working. He got a job when they got the habit. When the habits were under control a little bit.
Yeah.
He got a job, but he couldn't work for long. But I used to meet him from work at 5 o'clock every day. Cause I had no friends, and we would walk home together, and he'd teach me morals, which the others never got. And like, it's like I've got an uncle who everyone says I'm like, called Uncle Peter on my mum's side.
Yeah.
And they always scared of him. He was crazy. He took drugs and he used to go in casino doing backflips and that, purple hearts and everything. Yeah. And he come and he said, "Good night, puppy." He had a pillow in his hand and he went at the front door, and I was, how old were you? 7. And he went, "You're the other one who's going to have it the hardest, but you'll win and you'll have it the bestest." And then they give me a kiss and he went, put a pillow on the train tracks and let the train go over him that night. And I've seen his spirit so much. He's always been there in the secure unit with her. You know, I don't want to talk about prison if that's okay.
Yeah. No.
Thank you.
No, you don't have to talk to nothing that you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It sounds strange, like, doesn't it? But it's just because I'm tough. Cause I've been it's in me. I've been moulded that way. Monkey see, monkey do. I'm a product of my environment. Like, I used to sit next to my mum when she was, tooting heroin. Yeah. And because I liked, and that, so I was must have been about 9, and I'd like feeling the way I felt. I feel floaty. So really, I was taking drugs then, but secondly,
So all your life you've been around drugs?
Yeah.
To be honest, I can't blame you. That's the only thing that you knew. Anything
I've tried, I've been baptised, I thought I did. I do believe in God. I bring a Bible everywhere with me. And it's like...
Wow.
Because it talks to me, the Lord.
Wow.
Oh, sorry about that. So I open up.
You're proper spiritual.
Really am, yeah. I open up and it's always makes sense. God in repentance and have faith in our Lord Jesus, it's just said. It could say anything and it's just said that. Do you know what it's like?
Do you read the Bible every day?
I read bits of it.
Yeah.
Every day, yeah. My favourite is John the Baptist.
John the Baptist.
Yeah. I think he's more important than, I shouldn't say it, but...
No, go on.
Jesus, I think he should have got more. He was the underdog, yeah. They were doing the healings before anyone. The baptisms and and that's when I found out who I was. When I found my faith. Yeah. And I've been to rehab so many times. No, I've never been to proper rehab. Yeah. You know, where you deal with your problems. Yeah. I've always been to church rehab where God will just heal. And I don't think it's as easy as that.
It's not as easy as that.
And I used to send my mum and dad money. So they could take drugs, and I'd be on the phone saying, "Mum, I've been piped, so I can hear you." It'd satisfy me. I was working I was fixing up washers and dryers all day, and then going on, and it was camered up. I think a bit of a perv actually, the guy who ran it. It was cameras in the back door of the wet bathroom. But I'd send them like 60 quid every other day, because I knew they'd live well, because they weren't living well. Picking dimps and not eating for 2 weeks, just blasting the money on drugs, you know, and not living well. It got, you know, because it doesn't end well, the drugs world. No. It doesn't end well in the drugs world, in any drugs. Nothing ever, it's a bad road, it only ends one way, death or jail. And that's what I'm the best person to even, I've got the right to even say that, because it really ends you nowhere good.
Nowhere good.
And if I could have gone back, I know I was a child, but I've just had some sense to just say no. I know that I used to laugh at that.
You were a child, you didn't know better, so you can't really blame yourself. You didn't understand.
No, not quite.
Your brain was not even developed properly.
And that's why I'm a bit shocked that I think I'm a bit waverly, but I'm shocked at how I think it's heightened my third eye in all the drugs.
Yeah.
And some people think I'm crazy for saying that, but I think because all the drugs I took, I've not developed like naturally.
Your brain has not
The
developed.
speed freak at 14. Yeah, I took it 6 months. I was at my dad's fridge, he was selling it. I didn't eat. I started getting ready for school at 3 in the morning, listening to all the soul dancing. Yeah. And then I just collapsed, and there were big old sinks then. Whacked my head and knocked myself out. And my dad took a picture of me and put it on the mirror and kept it there and said, you'll learn, and kept it there for everyone to look at, and all that. Skinny. It's been pretty rough actually.
Wow.
Do you know what, like, make sure it's made me who I am. I won't change anything, but it's like, my star sign's Leo the Lion, and it's so dead on, it's like, strength.
Strength.
Yeah, it's just strength.
Wow.
But don't kill you, it does make you stronger.
Yeah. What type of drug have you ever tried before?
I've took every drug known to man, yeah. Yeah, I have, yeah.
Wow.
My favourite drug was MDMA. The original I used to get from Salt was like brown crystal, which you've got to be careful of. You should only take a little bit, bomb it. Yeah. Because you can overdose.
Overdose.
Just make sure you're euphoric. It was pills and...
How does a crack cocaine make you feel?
It makes me feel happy. Yeah. Like I can carry on, I'm not so bad now where I get paid at 12 o'clock tonight and I was still depressed today, and normally I'd be alright because I can get 20 tonight,
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, it's got to the point where I've been robbing from shops, and that's really, I'm not a thief. And I remember someone get caught, and I said, listen, you know, sit back with me, it's got loads of me, and they were right with me. I said, I do cry, I said, I do apologise, and I said sorry to God, because I prayed to God before I went in it. Who was praying to? Please don't let me get caught. You know,
Did you actually?
Yeah. No one knows that. Seriously. It's like, if it's fun,
It's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
I'm like, just cut this one.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. My God. There we go. I'm strange, aren't I?
It's not that. It's just funny.
I knew I'd been caught anyway.
You actually pray. You actually pray.
I pray for the deal to come quick. And that's not second place. Me and Mum used to.
Do you pray for your dealer to come quick?
Yeah, I don't mean it bedroom, I don't sleep there.
No, don't mean like that.
I'm joking, that was a bad joke. Yeah.
That was quick.
Nobody sleeps with that.
Please stay away. Please stay away. Please stay away, because it leads to nothing but prostitution, thieving, jail and death. Inevitably death, because you'll die younger, because you'll end up in more pain with COPD, with all these diseases that you can get, hepatitis, you get that through having a pipe, blood to blood. If you've got chocolates and blood gets on, you can get epilepsy, AIDS, blood to blood, you can catch that. Say no, stay away, live your life, get a career. My daughter, she's done well, I've done well with her. Yeah. She's done a barbering course at college, she's done a hairdressing, she's supplied for police, she's 18. Wow. And she's still a virgin, she's done well there. And I tell you that you can, people have died off a line of cocaine. And I've told her this, and people should be more aware, be told more, you know. I'm happy now.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I didn't ever want to fall in love, I didn't believe in it.
Yeah.
But
What make you stop believing love?
the drugs were my love. That filled that void. I just didn't believe in it for me. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Don't know why actually. I don't know. I didn't think I'm worthy of it probably.
Yeah.
You know, because some of the things I've done, I didn't think I'm worthy of it. The drugs make you feel like you're not worthy of nothing because you stop. Once you really get into it, I've got a bit of an handle of it where I'm washing and stuff, but it gets to the point where you want that drug because you don't wash, you don't brush your teeth, you don't, it makes you feel disgusting.
Do you think the drug controls you?
Yeah, definitely, and it's always a blag is in a lie, like when you think, no, I'm controlling it, I dabble. Then people say I dabble, oh bless them, God bless them. God bless, because they're in denial. They're in denial.
The worst thing you can do is being in denial.
Yeah.
First step is
Admit
ownership.
As soon as you're aware that it's that drug that's a problem, you can tackle the problem. We can tackle the problem.
Yeah.
Like, and now I'm in a relationship. I want better for him, and he wants better for me, and we want better for each other. And we're both in the same headspace. We're very similar people, which is very strange.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was another person like me, but clearly there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're blushing.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm an hard girl. I don't get cheesy. But I'm doing it now. Yeah. And I feel it. I'm not used to it.
Does it make you happy?
I'm very happy. Yeah.
I can see a smile on your face.
Yeah, very happy.
How long have you been together? How long have you been together?
We're going to be together forever, for eternity, but it's been 6 days. But we've not been apart. 7 days. We've not done anything till last night. So we waited 5 days. We had our first kiss after 4 days.
Get to know each other, don't you?
Yeah. We both waited that. I know we didn't wait too long, but when you're in love it's hard not to.
Yeah.
But we waited.
Yeah. And you still waited?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you very much.
Do you ever think you're gonna stop taking drugs?
Yeah. I can feel it now. Yeah. I feel like I've got more power behind me with him.
It's true, isn't it?
And you've got someone there supporting you.
I like it. To me, I was felt pointless. Like I felt unloved. Even when my exes, I never loved them. Like that's why I know it's love with him because I never felt like this. I just felt obliged. So I didn't want to go on my own, you know.
Yeah.
And but it's worth. The drugs were my life and love, and now that needs pushing out now.
Pushing out.
The void's filled, then the drugs can leave before it kills us.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
There's a lot of people that die of overdose.
Both my dads this year overdosed.
Your dad?
Yeah, my stepdad, he died a year and a half ago.
Wow.
So the 6th of January, so it's about 2 years. It'll be 2 years in January. Yeah.
Wow.
10 months later, my mum died. Both in that house. Look, I've been staying with Will because I'm sleeping in the front room and it's like echoes because my mum and dad's room's upstairs. There's only me in the house and like mum died downstairs, I died upstairs. It's got. I think my mum did the Ouija board there now. I believe in the black and coat. Yeah, my dad made a promise not to do it because she was always a spiritual mum as well. But she conjured things. And things attached themselves to me. You know, I got baptised and got rid of things, but things are always lingering. But I bring the Bible everywhere I go. Like Will, because he said, "Why bring your Bible with it?" I said, "Because for protection." And I bless the Bible before I come out. No, but God's not always our protection. The Lord is always our protection. I bought him that jacket and it's got a cross on it and it's got the Lord's Son praying on it. And I like that, like it.
I appreciate it,
I want it for him to protect him. Anything with the cross on protected it.
Thank you very much for watching Victoria's story. We're now going to talk a little bit about it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed it. Thank you. Victoria. So, I feel like there's a lot to talk about. There is a lot to talk about. I think it's probably easiest if we start at the beginning. So, Right. Nativity. The birth of Victoria. So her dad beat her mum. I don't think. She says she didn't really have any friends as a kid. She feels like that was due to being like left-handed and seeing the dad. And it sounds to me like she just sort of, not there's anything wrong with it, but stuck out a little bit at school.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like there was a lot of love at home, as in she never got told she was loved. Like her mum used to encourage her to fight and would only like give her praise if she won a fight and stuff.
Yeah. Would you want your daughter to be tough or soft?
I would like her to be tough, as in I want her to be able to stand up for herself.
Yeah.
Do I want her to go out and fight people? No. I want her to be intelligently tough.
Not physically.
Win fights with words.
Not physically.
I want her to be able to stand up for herself if she needs to. And I want her to be assertive and not sit in a corner and just do as she's told. Though that would be great sometimes. No, I wouldn't encourage her to fight. No. I don't think that's any way to raise a child.
No. I agree with you.
We don't live in a war zone. Like, there's no need.
I agree with you.
Repeat it louder. Repeat it louder. When she was 5 years old, her granddad, I hate how but I'm going to say how she phrased it, passed her around him and his friends.
That's horrible.
There's not much I hear anymore that like totally shocks me, but that one does.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what to say about it. I can't articulate how I feel about it because I
can't understand it.
I can't get my words out. Like I can't explain how
5 years
angry
old.
and sad that makes me feel.
But where was the social workers? Because if you start from the beginning, she was born as a, how do you call it?
There's a proper word for it, isn't there? But she was born addicted to heroin due to her mum's drug abuse during pregnancy.
So
how? I sometimes I get it. Social services are human, and humans make mistakes. Like I get it. I get maybe missing one thing, but there was so much. Like you said, she was born a heroin baby. Her dad was beating her mum. Like there was so. How did they miss all of it?
yeah.
Like I get missing one thing. You're human. You're not a machine. Like you can't notice everything all the time. But missing that much.
That's a lot.
And look what it ended up exposing her to.
Yeah.
It's.
I think it that took her away.
She just stood a better chance in life.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't understand it. Like I could never understand it, but I especially cannot understand like your own granddad doing that.
Your own granddad.
Your own family doing that to you. And the bit that's so sad to me is even at age 5, she didn't want her sisters going through it. She stayed silent, she didn't tell anybody, even though she does think her parents knew about it.
But her cousin knew about it.
Her auntie.
Her auntie knew about it.
But her auntie was going through it as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was 13 as well.
Yeah.
So both of them was kids.
I can imagine that screws you up for life. So she started taking drugs at age 13. Well, at 13 she started taking crack cocaine with her mum. Her mum who offered her the first pint.
Yeah, but I think her mum gave her the first pie because she didn't want her to mess with drugs. It was like a warning sign.
As in she thought she wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
But no.
I don't agree with it.
No.
I don't agree with it, but
that's the kind of thing you do when your child like wants a bit of your food and you're like, it's too spicy. And they want, I still want it, so you let them try it and it's too spicy. Like that, you don't do that with drugs. I do not see how her family were allowed to keep their children. I don't get it.
But this is like 30 years ago. The system was not the same.
It's still not perfect now,
It was-
but it was a lot
yeah.
worse.
It was a lot worse back in the days.
It just... It's so sad. I know I keep saying that, but...
She never
And I
had a
know her
chance.
parents... Yeah, she never had a chance. And I know her parents had their own addictions and problems.
Yeah.
But still, like... How many have we talked to? Like, Dawn
Yeah.
and Joanne, who have put their own children in care because they know
Yeah.
that they can't offer them a stable life and they don't want the cycle continuing. Like, so that's why I think you can't even blame the addiction or her parents' own problems. Like, they just genuinely weren't good people, is my opinion.
I don't
after
think.
hearing-
I don't think there was. I don't. I'm not. I don't. We can't say there was bad people because. Let me talk.
I don't say a word.
You don't have to say a word. Your face expression says it all. What I'm trying to say to you, if the parent was addict, they don't know better.
No, but I just gave you two examples of where parents were addicts and knew better.
Yeah, but if the social service not taking, they're not
Dawn
taking. It.
voluntarily gave her kids up to care. Social services didn't take them.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I think.
Like, I know they had their own problems,
Yeah,
but they have messed someone up for life.
but they don't know better.
There's so many people out there desperate for children that can't have children, and then people like that can have children do stuff like that.
What are you trying to say? They're not allowed. Like, certain people should not have kids.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that.
But they shouldn't. They should never have had kids.
No, you can't say that because everyone's allowed to have kids.
If they went to adopt a kid,
Yeah,
they'd be turned away in seconds.
yeah, but we can't say if they're allowed to have kids or not, because maybe that kid could change their life.
But you're running that risk at the risk of the kid's life.
Yeah, but who are we?
Victoria didn't change their life, they changed hers.
But who are we to tell people they can't have like
I'm not
certain
saying
people?
I should personally
Not
oversee
personally.
the decision of every child born in this country.
Even the government, they can't say that. That's your human right.
I'm just saying sometimes life isn't fair. As in, like, all those people that are desperate for children and can't have children and would provide a very loving family for a child. And then a family like this can have children and keep their children. Life isn't fair.
Yeah, life is not fair. But then again, the parent didn't know better. They were struggling themselves.
I just don't see it as an excuse.
It's not an excuse, but it's reality.
I know. So unfortunately, her mum's plan backfired, and Victoria still is taking crack cocaine to this day, even though she knows how bad it is.
Yeah.
Like, her mum passed away in front of her from it, and she says herself, I say it's really bad, that drugs will only end in death or jail. She knows, and still that addiction is too strong. But see, Victoria's an addict.
Yeah.
She's done well with her daughter.
We'll give it.
Like, she's raised her well. Like, I think people are quick to say, oh, well, they're an addict, so they don't know better. And I don't think that's right. Because some addicts do know better. And do better.
No. When you're taking.
I don't think the addiction is the deciding factor.
No, I think when the addiction take over your life, it's not you no more.
I would say it's pretty much taken over Victoria's life, even if she doesn't recognise the fact how much it's taken over her life.
Yeah. The drugs take all control of your life. You know, the drugs are your first priority. When you get up in the morning, you think about drugs. Before you go to sleep, you think how you're going to score in the morning. So, your priority is drugs.
Mhm.
Your kids are not your priority. Your family, they're not your priority no more.
You're number one.
Number one priority is your drugs.
Mhm.
So, if you put drugs your first priority and your kids second, something's not right.
Yep.
Something's not right.
Would agree with you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Anytime. So, she has been in jail quite a bit.
Yeah.
It seems like drugs and violence are her, her family's normal.
Yeah.
She's never seen anything different. Like, she knows difference out there, but she's not experienced it.
No experience at all.
And so she says she's done evil things, and these are her words, evil things, but she's not an evil person.
Yeah.
My question is, if you're doing evil things, how does that not make you an evil person? What makes you an evil person then?
Evil person.
Like, I'm just curious.
Evil person is like molesting kids, raping women. That's evil stuff. Yeah. But I can do. That's being evil. If you do them stuff like touching kids, raping women. That's being evil. If you're running and it trips you, yeah. That's
Sounds like I don't think you would. Yeah.
that was evil.
That's very evil. Funny.
It's fun.
The kind of shit
When
you do to me daily.
Or if you're asleep, someone put hot pepper in your lip.
Don't try that one.
that's evil. That's the evil thing, but you're not. You know what I
I
mean?
don't think that's evil.
Mm.
Don't do it. But I don't think that's evil. Please don't. Please don't. Yeah, it just made me curious. Like, as in, I always thought, not that I ever thought a lot about it, but when she said it, like, I kind of thought, if you do evil things, like, that makes you an evil person. I think you can do bad things and not be a bad person, but like evil things, I would say that makes you an evil person, but I don't know. That gets me most is where she said she was looking back on pictures when she was a child and she feels sorry for that girl, and it's like she doesn't realise that she is that girl, that she's still that girl, that she's not worked through any of that stuff, so she's still carrying all of that around her.
I think what she mean when she see the pictures, she can picture herself to see that little girl's like being shared, passing around, and that she feels sorry for that little girl.
But she's still,
I know.
she's still, and it's like she doesn't see that. She wishes that she could go back and say no to trying drugs, even though she still says crack cocaine makes her feel happy, but there's a bit in it where she begs, like, she's like, please stay away from drugs, like, don't take them.
Yeah.
They don't make her feel worthy of love. The drugs make her feel like she's worth nothing. But I think in her case, I don't just think that's the drug use. I think that's everything she's been through in life. It makes her feel like she's worth nothing.
I don't think she liked the drugs.
She likes how it blocks everything out.
Yeah. Because it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much.
Yes.
Where do you start from?
I don't know. I honestly, if I was her and not taking drugs, I think I'd probably killed myself. I don't see how you could walk around with all of that.
Because where do you start? Where do you start?
Where do you start?
I don't.
You've got to like unpack all that trauma and work through it
Yeah.
and teach yourself that it wasn't your fault and you didn't deserve any of it.
Mm.
Because I think like with a lot of like trauma or abuse victims, they feel it on some level that they were asking for it or deserved it.
Mm. Like on her case, she felt like she had to go to save her little sisters. So that was her duty. She still thinks that.
And the sad truth is she probably didn't save them anyway.
No.
As soon as she's got older and they lost interest, they don't probably moved on anyway, no matter what. It's difficult, isn't it? Like I obviously like would want the best for her and want her to get better. But I think she's one of the most complicated people to talk to, and I think it's not like a clean cut
No.
rehab.
No.
There's so much that she needs to figure out and work through.
It's gonna be a long process if she's willing to change.
Actually, I don't think at the moment she is, is she?
No. She's not ready.
No.
But what does it take someone who's been through that much to be ready? Because
She's seen her mum die in front of her and it's still not enough to...
yeah. She overdosed.
I honestly don't know. Whether it will maybe take a near-death experience for herself to...
But she's spiritual.
She believes in God and stuff.
Oh.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Please do not forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed. Thank you.